Hey y'all, it's Jeremy Osterberger. We're here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum, hosted by the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region. I'm with Eric Bass, Bayport ASA Plant Manager for INEOS Styrolution. Eric, great to see you, and thanks so much for hanging out.
Good to see you. Thanks for inviting me.
So Eric, let's get right into it. Tell us about the new world-scale ASA plant. Where do we stand on that unit?
Yeah, we've been constructing for about 4 years now, and so we're literally just next week we're fixing to start up the first part of our process, and so we're excited about that. We've gone through the global pandemic, survived that, and continuing to move forward with construction. And we're excited to start up phase 1 next week, and then probably 2 or 3 weeks later we'll start up the second part of that.
Eric, you've been in the industry for a while. What were some of the challenges, and how did you overcome some of this last few years of getting this plant up and running?
Construction in and of itself, this is my third startup I've participated in, so construction in and of itself is pretty challenging, but throw a global pandemic in the middle of it where we really don't have a playbook for what to do. So that was a challenge for us. We made the decision to do just kind of civil construction only, and basically pump the brakes on the project a little bit, not mobilize our mechanical and electrical contractors until we kind of got stabilized, got a good feeling for where we were going globally, as the world, much less as a company. So we kind of make some decisions to ease up. Still went through construction and still did just civil work throughout that time frame. But then after we kind of got everything organized and a good strategy going forward, we were able to execute and mobilize and continue with construction. So.
Well, congrats as we near startup, and excited to talk to you some months from now to see how maybe things are going. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So Eric, talk a little bit more about the new ASA investment. What is the capacity? What kind of products will be produced off of these products? Yeah.
Sure, we're a 100,000 kiloton plant, and we basically some of the business reasons for building the plant was to take some of our capacity from Altamira, Mexico. They make ABS and ASA, kind of a swing plant, so they're about 50-50. So the plan overall the business plan is to take that volume and move it up to the Bayport area. So construction and automotive are our two main marketing segments and business segments that we do business in. From automotive goes into front grills on your car, mirror covers, fascia over the wheel wells, spoilers on the back, and then from a construction side goes into siding and decking. One of the benefits of ASA is it's got great UV protection. So the plant I'm at will make about 20 to 40 different colors. It could be blacks and grays and whites and naturals. It goes into a lot of different applications, but it'll hold the UV stability and be able to prevent the sun's rays from degrading the polymer and it kind of fading over time and things like that. It'll hold the color.
And Eric, for folks that don't know the acronym ASA, what is ASA?
That is acrylonitrile styrene acrylate.
Well, let's say that 27 times fast.
There you go.
Well, you have to, apparently, Eric. So Eric, earlier in the year, there was a joint venture between INEOS and Sinopac. Can you talk a little bit about that joint venture?
Yeah, sure. That we were in the midst of constructing 2 ABS units over in China, and we signed the joint venture with Sinopac, and basically they're paying us kind of a licensing fee for our technology, and we'll go ahead and operate that facility as INEOS along with them. So but there's 2 plants right now, and there's potential to build 2 more in the future. So we need to get they're in the process of starting up right now one of their units, and a couple months later they'll start up the other one, and then they'll look to the future for possibly building 2 more.
Eric, INEOS is making some moves just kind of broadly as I see investment in LNG carriers, also a relationship blossoming with Chesapeake. Just kind of talk about that vertical integration, and you're seeing this across industry in the chemicals market.
Yeah, I think vertical integration is the key there. We're in a lot of different business segments, a lot of plastic, a lot of polypropylene, polyethylene, ASA, a lot of plastic materials. So how do we get vertically integrated? Ethylene crackers, we got one at Chocolate Bayou. So how do we get vertically integrated? So that's probably the main thing.
Eric, at your site, just give us, I guess my last question is just, hey, what do things look like 3 to 5 years from now? Where are y'all, obviously invested in the new site, but what will you see down the road? What's the crystal ball for your area?
I think for our site, it's mainly to get the customer base established. We're already there. From qualification for our product, for automotive in particular, it could take 6 months to a year. So we need to get those qualifications done and then basically ramp up our production. So our 3 to 5 year outlook is basically get the plant sold out 100%, start looking at debottleneck type activities and things like that to keep going production.
Eric, there's a buddy of yours that I know, and he told me about something you did one time in a turnaround, and there was a certain created character named Chase Boudreau. Can you tell everybody what that was?
Yeah, I think Chase Boudreau was maybe undercover boss before that was. So I took the name Chase Boudreau, changed my accent a little bit, like I was from Louisiana, and basically dressed up as a construction worker, kind of helping with the turnaround that we had going on. Had just plain coveralls. They were like, kind of a light gray coverall, no name on it, no nothing. Borrowed some boots from my dad that he had, some old boots. Had a green hard hat I put on some glasses. At that time we were wearing kind of face masks and things like that to help control dust, so nobody could really tell who I was. And so I would go around and just have conversations like, how was, I was working for Carrari at the time, and so like, hey, how's Carrari treating you? And just had conversations. Is everybody doing well for you? And how's things going? And so it was just really touch and base, kind of undercover. And then, I tricked a couple of our own employees, so that was pretty cool to see. So.
That's awesome, Eric, and obviously appreciate your dedication to finding out what's really happening on a site.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, we thank you so much for your time. Appreciate everything you've done for industry, and congratulations on the new announcement, the exciting news. So, thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.